Hello everyone. So today I did this super beautiful olive makeup tutorial for you guys. I used a lot of new products in this video today. I tried to do as many first impressions as I could. There will be a few more videos with some new products coming up very soon. So if you guys like this makeup and you want to see how I got it, then please keep watching. Hey you guys, so I'm coming back with another makeup tutorial today. To start out my face, I'm going in with this Ardell Spackle Even Tone Makeup Primer, and mine is super beat up, as you can tell. What I love about this primer is the fact that it has this beautiful glow to it. As you can see, I love applying a lot of this primer to make my skin nice and glowy and just give a little bit extra to the skin. As you can see, this just gives a beautiful like golden glow to the skin. I love this primer and the Becca Backlight Priming Filter for summertime. They are both super pretty. I do like to let this primer dry down to my skin though, just to make sure that it stays in place. And now I'm going in with this LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. The packaging is like super luxe, like it looks really expensive, but it's only like $8. I wore this in a video the other day, but something happened to one of the files, so I couldn't post that video. So this is going to be like my second and first impressions of this. I did really like this foundation whenever I used it the other day. That was the first time I used it. So we'll see. This foundation is really matte, which is why I used this glowy primer underneath, just to add a little bit of luminosity to the skin, so that my skin wouldn't be super matte and I could have a little bit of glowiness to the skin. And this foundation is really like yellow toned, which is fine with me because my skin is quite yellow. But for those of you who don't like yellow tone foundations, that's not like your skin tone, this may not be for you because this foundation is quite yellow based. I'm just adding like not even half more of a pump just to get down the neck, make sure there's no harsh foundation lines. As you guys can see, this foundation is like super beautiful though, and just adding that primer underneath really did give me like a healthy glow to my skin, so we're not losing any of the luminosity with this matte foundation. So now I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and actually hold on, the shade and foundation that I used was Beige. And if I do miss any of the shade names or any of the product names, everything will be listed in the description box below, and it will be linked just so it's easier to find. So I am taking this LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Porcelain. It's the lightest one that they have. And I'm just going to go ahead and start highlighting the face. I love this concealer, but I hate this applicator. Like having to squeeze it out. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like it. But I love the concealer, so it's fine. So I am just taking this on all the high points of my face. On the chin, cupid's bow, nose, forehead, underneath the eyes. Just anywhere that I want to add some lightness. And just kind of bring it forward a little bit. Is it just me, or am I the only one that cannot get their nose, like, concealer straight? No matter how hard I try, I can never get it straight. So whenever I am blending this concealer in, I am just going to go ahead and put it on the eyelids as well, just to act as my eyeshadow base and also to cancel out any discoloration on my eyelids. People that I crease really bad around my nose, like around my nostrils, so I always go back over with my beauty blender and just really tap at those areas just to make sure there's no excess product and I'm not gonna get creasy throughout the day. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more concealer to a few places just because like my under eye circles are really bad today. I don't know why. I slept good last night, but they're just kind of bad. And I have just like a little bit of redness peeking through on my cheeks. So I'm just adding a little bit more, just right in there. Now I'm just going to go through and make sure there's no creases on my eyelids or under eyes because I get super creasy super quickly. And then I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Fair. Just taking this on that same beauty blender, which is still just a little bit damp. And I am just going to begin tapping this powder down into the skin. I do this, I am not leaving a lot of powder to sit on my skin and bake there, but I am taking a lot of powder, and I'm just pressing it down into the skin. I love setting my concealer and face like this. I just feel like nothing moves whenever I set my face like this, and this is just like one of my favorite ways. So I am setting all the places that we put that concealer. And with my nose, I always take some and put it down the sides as well. And then just kind of like tap it in just to fake a nose contour without actually having a contour. I'm also taking this powder and I'm going right on top of my smile lines because I crease really bad in this area. Then after I get all that put down, I'm just going to go in with my big fluffy brush. This is the Ecotools full powder brush, I believe. And I am just going through really lightly and just dusting away any excess powder that might be sitting on the skin. And what I really love about this foundation is like I didn't set anywhere back here, like up here, and my face is not tacky whatsoever. This foundation really doesn't need a powder, and I love that because my face tends to get really dry if I put too much powder on my face. So not having to set my whole entire face is really good for me. However, if I was setting the rest of my face, I'd be using this Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. I tried this the other day, but like I said, that video won't be going up because one of the files was acting really weird and I couldn't use it. But this banana powder is super good. It's too banana-y for me. Banana-y. But it's too much of a yellow tone for me to put underneath my eyes. But like to clean up the contour, which I might use it to clean up underneath my contour, but clean up contour and like just set the rest of my face, it's super good. So I just zoomed you guys in and I'm going to go ahead and start on the eyes. I am taking this NYX The Go-To palette And I'm going to start out with... I'm going to actually start out with this bronzing shade right here on the end. This palette has like 6 eyeshadows and then a bronzing shade, a blush, and a highlight. But I'm just starting with the bronzing shade. And I'm going in with this little Ecotools angled crease brush. And I'm just going to begin working this. Oh my god. Okay, that was really pigmented. I haven't used this palette in a minute. And I forgot that these are like really pigmented. So I'm just taking this shade and putting it right up into the crease. This is going to be our transition shade. So I'm keeping this really, really low and then I'm blending it up just to get a nice flush of color kind of like all over the lid. To place the darker color, I'm switching to this Ecotools Accent Shadow Brush. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one. It's a little bit more cool toned. It's one of the eyeshadow shades. And I'm just going to begin to work this directly into the crease. And I'm also just going to go right above the crease a little bit just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. I learned this trick. I heard that like Gigi Hadid does it. She draws her crease higher than it naturally is to make her eyes look bigger. And if it works for her, I'm going to try it because I definitely need that. So as you can see, I'm just starting right above the crease, applying the shadow. Switching to an even smaller brush. It still has like the sticky stuff on it. You know how whenever you get shipped like brushes and sets, it still has the sticky stuff on it and it's just kind of grossing me out. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to switch to this Ecotools liner smudge brush. And I'm just going to take that dark purpley shade right there. And I'm not taking much of it. But I'm just going to take this and go directly into the crease. I'm going from inner corner to outer corner just to create some depth. Now I'm also taking it and bringing it from the outer corner of the eye out to meet that crease. Just to give my eye some shape. And I'm leaving this line kind of harsh just because I'm going to go in and blend it out with the other shades. So I am just going to do the same thing on this eye. Course, I'm going back in with this little brush with that second shade that we used, and I'm just blending. Then I'm going back in with that first shade that we used on that big angled crease brush, and I am just blending all of this together. And then, just because it got a little bit messy on the outer corner and I'm not having that, I'm just going to take a teensy bit of my concealer and just put it right at the edges. And then I'm taking this Ecotools Full Concealer brush And I am just going to go ahead and start blending this out. Just like really, really lightly. And now I'll be taking some more of that face powder and just putting that right on the edge as well, just to set everything down, make sure nothing is going to be sticky. So now is for the part that I'm really excited about. I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution, the Mermaid's Forever eyeshadow palette. And I want to take this like olivey green shade right here. It's super beautiful. I've been looking for an olive eyeshadow forever. So I finally found this one, thank God. And I am taking this on, this itty bitty little detail liner brush. Just because I want to be really, really precise with this. And I'm going to go ahead and spray this with some Dewy Finish spray from NYX. And then I'm just going to dip in. Ooh, I'm so excited. You guys don't know how long I've been looking for an olive green eyeshadow. And all the ones that I would find were like not a true olive shade. And this is really, really olivey. And since I did do that darker shade, kind of like a V, it should map out where this shadow needs to go. I am not bringing this one all the way out to the edge. I'm stopping it right where that V is. Now I'm going to spray a little bit more on my brush. And go ahead and start on the other eye. Which, by the way, I hadn't used this eyeshadow. I had just swatched it. But I didn't think it was going to look this pretty. I'm super impressed. Because I tried to use the peach shades in my video yesterday. And one peach shade was like okay and the other one wasn't. So I was really scared about this olive. But it's looking pretty good. Okay. And just because I'm extra, I'm going to pick up a little bit on my finger. And just go on top with it. Just to intensify it a teensy bit more. Sorry if you guys can hear my phone. I had to turn Friends on Netflix because it was just too quiet in here. So I am just dipping into my Jaclyn Hill palette, the black shade in her palette. And I am just going to start smudging this right at the lashes. And of course, I was totally out of frame for that the whole time. But anyways, so I am just taking this and putting it right at the lash line. Just on the edge though. Okay, so I couldn't really talk while I was doing that, but I just took a little bit of black shadow and just like smudged it on the outer part of the lash line just to like fake eyeliner because I don't feel like putting on eyeliner today. Okay, now moving on to the lower lash line. I am just taking a little bit of that second shade that we used, the darker tan brown shade. And I'm just running that underneath. And then I'm taking this big fluffy crease brush and just smoking it out a little bit more. And this is the finished eyes, minus lashes and everything. Okay, So I'm going into this new blush palette I have from Makeup Revolution. I'm super upset because it's cracked right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it came cracked and I'm really sad, but it's fine. I've been swatching the crap out of these though. They're so pretty. So I think I'm going to go in with a mixture of this cool toned kind of like mauve shade right here and this peachy tone color. I'm going to mix those two together because those two look too bright for this kind of look. I used the peachy shade yesterday, but not the mauve. So I am just starting at the backs of the cheeks and working my way forwards. I really like those two blushes together. They're really pretty and this complements this makeup look really well. And I'm wanting this to be like a little bit more glowy, so I'm just going in with that kind of pinky highlight shade from the same palette. And I'm just going right on the apples of the cheeks right here. I love doing this method during the summer just to add a tiny little bit more of a glow and a little bit more color to the face. Ooh, this highlighter is beautiful too. I'm just going to go ahead and take it back all over the blush just for the heck of it. And as you can see, I have a nice glow to the skin now. So for my actual highlight, I'm taking this Makeup Revolution highlighter, and I swear to God, y'all, I've been swatching these every single day. Like, I'm so excited to use them. Just look at all these highlights. They are beautiful. So I think I'm gonna mix some. I'm gonna mix this yellow with these two kind of pink shades. One's more of like a rose gold and one's more of like a pinky pink. So I'm just gonna mix all those together. Wow. I'm gonna try another brush. Hold on. Like, that brush is working good, but I just want to see if there's any more. Okay, so I'm taking this e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm gonna try. Just see. Oh yeah. Okay, these are definitely like highlighters that are better applied with like a brush instead of a fan brush. Because whenever you like touch them, they're super like creamy to the touch. So I feel like this brush picks up a little bit more product. Just because I'm super extra, I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the gold. I have not used this one yet. I used the rose gold, but I haven't used this one yet. So I'm really excited to use it. So I can't wait. Ooh. Okay, 4 highlights later, I have my perfect color. Okay, you guys, so I just put on way too much highlight. What am I talking about? There is no such thing as too much highlight. I just put on a lot of highlight. Let me rephrase that. So pretty. So now I am taking this powder again and just baking right underneath my contour. Okay, so now I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to throw on some lashes and do on my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I hate these eyelashes, y'all. I hate them. Never get these eyelashes, y'all. Ever. They're really straight and like they're not curling up or anything. Okay. So, I just switched lashes. I just used the, I can't remember. There's something Naturals. I'll leave everything linked in the description box below, especially the name of these lashes, because they're super pretty and natural looking, and I like them a lot. I like them a lot better than those other ones I was using, because the other ones are super difficult. But anyways, so for my lips, I applied this Rose and Shine Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in the shade Pearl, and it's super, super pretty. I love the shade. To finish this look off, I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. I'm taking the green shade, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush around in here and see how this applies in the inner corner. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, as you guys can see, I am just packing this on because this is beautiful and it's just like a really nice pop of color. I'm really liking that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and fix my hair and put some mascara on to blend my falsies in, and I'll be right back. Okay everyone, so this is my finished look. I really love the way that it turned out. I'm really glad that I switched the lashes up so that they would look a lot better. And I'm obsessed with this green inner corner highlight. It is so beautiful. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave me a nice comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.